Hello. Well, let's try to learn some basic adjustment layers and maybe some color correction, but mostly have just tons and tons of just fun, good old-fashioned, healthy fun. All right, so let's go ahead and make an adjustment layer. We've got a faded photograph here I grabbed off the internet, and I just wanted to point your attention down here to this black and white symbol down here. This is where you'll find all of your adjustment layers that you can add, and they're right here. And then this is the adjustments palette up here, which keeps all of your adjustments ready to roll. So you'll see how that works in just a second here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a curves layer here, and show you how this works. So we've got this diagonal line going across here in the adjustments palette. And what this is just shows us we've got the histogram in here, which shows us the distribution of grays in the image. And then we have this diagonal line, which just gives us the default. It's always going to be diagonal, 45-degree angle line, no matter what the histogram is. And all it's telling us is that black is black and white is white. So if we take all the white values and start to drag them down, you'll notice the picture get darker and darker. So if we drag it halfway down, what we've done is we've reduced the top end of the value scale down to 50% white, so that this picture, nothing in the picture is now above 50% white or 50% gray. And as we keep going down, we bring those light values down farther and farther until they equal the black values, and we have a completely black picture. Now I'll drag that back up to the top here. Now, the same thing's going to happen if I take my dark values and bring them up. 25% black, 50%, 75% towards the white end, and then all the way white. Now, where this starts to get interesting is that you can invert these values. So if I take all of the light values and make them dark, and I take all the dark values and make them light, I'll come up with an inversion or a negative of the photo. And that's all a negative is. It's just an inversion of the colors and values in the photo. So I'll go ahead and pull this up. One of the quick things you can do is just, for all of your photos, is just to do a quick drag to the right or drag to the left from the middle, and that'll give you a quick dark, light adjustment. So these curves are very useful. And you can also single out a channel. So this photo has a lot of yellow in it. So if I wanted to go to blue, the opposite of blue is yellow, or the complement of blue is yellow. And so that will start to take some of the yellowness out of the photo. And then I can go back to my RGB adjustment. Let me darken that down. And with just two moves on one layer, I've got this photo looking quite a bit better. Well, how can we tell it's looking better? Turn the layer on and off. So that's without it, that's with it. So it's a pretty big difference there, and I haven't done a whole heck of a lot of work. Just a couple of drags on the curves, and it's a nice down and dirty way to make some quick corrections and improvements without spending a lot of time and doing a lot of fine-tuning. So that's the curves tool, not the curves tool, the curves adjustment layer. So get the hang of that and have some fun. All right, the next video we'll look at using the levels adjustment, and we'll also look at layer masks.